Good morning po.
Good morning.
Welcome po sa DPWH Sorsogon 2nd, Bayawin Gubat Sorsogon. Today is January 29, 2026. Scheduled for today's opening of bids is for the contract 25FL0127 with contract name Rehabilitation, Reconstruction of National Roads with sleeps, slope collapse, and landslide, Tertiary roads, Ariman, Casiguran Road, Barangay Naagtan, Gubat, Sorsogon. Present here today for today's opening bids are the following: Dave Clint B. Almilla, Back Vice Chairman. Present po. Levi Pura Jr., Back Chairman.
Present.
Erwin S. Encinares, Back Member.
Present.
Juana C. Calalos, Back Member.
Present.
Jessalu R. Almilla, TWG Head.
Present.
Glenn Elimisio, Back Secretariat. Ariel B. Pancho, Back Secretariat. Daniel B. Alegre, Back Secretariat. Rebecca D. Labaran, Back Secretariat. Ruben P. Yao, Back Secretariat. Marcel D. Sico, Back Secretariat. Liani R.I. IT. Melody P. Navarro, Back Secretariat. Rebecca H. Almino, Back Secretariat. Mr. Chair, for today's opening of bids, meron na po tayo quorum and wala pong present na contractor bids today.
Okay, since we already have a quorum, this bid opening is now called to order.
May UPS pa ako.
Makaprocess kita ki CWA.
Dito sa taas.
Sa taas na yung pangalaman ito. Sa taas. Ito lang parang namilis. Ito lang. UPS dito. Hindi nga, pili ko lang. Ano yan?
Ang internet na kasi naka-ano, nagana ng gawin. Opening na. Ano ito natin ba? Ano kung generator? Nakalag ba ito? Yes po. Sasabihin ko. Please. Okay. Sa ating pong mga viewers, pasensya na po, power shortage. Okay. Change power lang po. Please bear with us. Sorry for okay, nakaprocess na po dito. Kuya Buboy, makasi-WA kita. So proceed na po tayo sa opening of bids for the project with contract name, contract ID 25FL0127 with contract name Rehabilitation, Reconstruction of National Road with sleeps, collapse, slope collapse, and landslide, Tertiary roads, Ariman, Casiguran Road, Barangay Naagtan, Gubat, Sorsogon, with an approved budget for the contract of 21,905,500 pesos only, with a contract duration of 319 calendar days. Mr. Chair, for this contract po, this back office received 4 bids manually and wala pong nag-submit through our electronic submission of bids. May I request the back secretariat to please retrieve the bids from the bid box. Mr. Chair, ito po ang kanilang bids, properly labeled, sealed, and signed. Prior po sa submission ng bids, check na po ng box secretariat at properly labeled, sealed, and signed ang kanilang bids. May request sa box secretariat to please open the bids. While they're opening the bids, I will read out the names of the contractors who submitted their bids for 25 FL0127. First, we have Samarina Construction, Daraga Albay, Tangent Construction, Santo Domingo Albay, Multipart Builders Corporation, DPWH Sorsogon, Kaila Construction Supply, Legalization. Mr. Chair, proceed na po tayo sa opening of bids. While we're opening the eligibility and technical, while we're opening the technical documents, I request sa box secretariat to please simultaneously process eligibility to our civil work application. First bidder po natin, Kaila Construction. Okay na ba ang checklist po natin for INFRA?
Yes po.
Bid, Kaila.
Okay.
Bid securing declaration, signed and notarized. Organizational chart for the contract, signed. List of contractors' key personnel to be assigned to the contract with their qualification data, signed. Supported by a letter of nominee for key personnel, signed. And key personnel certificate of employment, signed and notarized. Nominated accredited project engineer, Amy Jane Nuevo Medes. DO 126 Series 2024. Their nominated materials engineer is Engineer Froilan O. Domingo. With attached Domingo. With attached certificate of accreditation. List of contractors major construction and laboratory equipment units to be assigned to the contract. Signed. Supported by statement of availability of major construction equipment. Signed. Authorized. Will attach proof of ownership. List of contractors minimum material testing equipment units to be assigned to the contract. Signed. Will attach proof of ownership of equipment. Sworn affidavit of eligibility and beneficial ownership, signed and notarized. Sole proprietorship, compliance with DO9. Omnibus sworn statement, signed and notarized. Next. Tangent Construction, Michael and Tan. Bid securing declaration, signed and notarized. Organizational chart for the contract. List of contractors' key personnel to be assigned to the contract with their qualification data, signed. Supported by statement of availability of key personnel, signed. And key personnel's affidavit of commitment to work on the contract, signed and notarized. Their nominated accredited project engineer is Engineer Ken Lloyd G. Arnoco with attached report and rating. Their nominated accredited materials engineer is Engineer Gerlan A. Bumanglag. With attached certificate of accreditation. Accreditation identification card. List of contractors' major construction and laboratory equipment units to be assigned to the contract. Signed. With attached statement of availability of major construction and laboratory equipment pledged to the contract. Signed. Supported by proof of ownership of equipments in these contracts. Sworn affidavit of eligibility and beneficial ownership, signed and notarized. Omnibus sworn statement, signed and notarized. Compliance with DO9, affidavit of site inspection, integrity pledge. Ito sa luwag na nakasuot sa ano. Ang procedures. Tangent. Small bit. Next. Samarina Construction, for Salvacion, Barangay. Mayor's permit. Municipality of Dalaga, valid until December 31, 2026. Bid securing declaration, signed and notarized. Organizational chart for the contract. List of contractors' key personnel for the contract, signed. Supported by statement of availability of key personnel, signed. And key personnel's affidavit of commitment to work on the contract, signed and notarized. Their nominated accredited project engineer is John Nardi A. Abelia. With attached project engineer, project manager. Ano po? Si Edu. Their nominated accredited project engineer is Edu A. Alarba. With attached report of rating. The accredited materials engineer is Nika A. Stanislao. With attached certificate of accreditation. List of contractors' major construction equipment units to be assigned to the contract, signed. Pero kasama na po ang laboratory equipment dito. Pledge. Statement of availability of major construction equipment, signed. Supported by proof of ownership of equipments and these contracts for equipments, signed and notarized. Omnibus sworn statement, signed and notarized. Sworn affidavit for disclosure of relations and beneficial ownership, signed and notarized. Okay. Next, Multipar Builders Corporation. Deed securing declaration, signed and notarized. Organizational chart for the contract, signed. List of contractors' key personnel to be assigned to the contract with their qualification data, signed. Supported by a statement of availability of key personnel, signed. And key personnel's affidavit of commitment to work on the contract. The nominated accredited project engineer is Engineer Gregory L. Rabulan. With attached Department Order 36, 2025. Rabulan, Gregory L. Their nominated accredited materials engineer is Engineer Rani H. Palo. With attached certificate of accreditation valid until July 2027. List of contractors major construction and laboratory equipment units to be assigned to the contract, signed. With attached proof of ownership of equipments. GIS information sheet from Securities and Exchange Commission, received January 22, 2026. With attachments. Sworn affidavit of eligibility and beneficial ownership, signed and notarized. ISO certificate, valid until June 2028. Proof of ownership of laboratory equipment units. Integrity pledge, compliance with the online affidavit of site inspection. Omnibus sworn statement, signed and notarized. Secretary certificate, authorities of signatory, signed and notarized. Mr. Chair, I have here with me the results of the eligibility process to our civil work application. And upon careful evaluation, Mr. Chair, it was found that Samarina Construction has an expired mayor's permit. Hindi pa po na-registered sa CWA. Check that. Mr. Chair, I move to check po if may naka-attach na updated mayor's permit for Samarina Construction. May naka-attach Municipality of Daraga, valid until December 31, 2026. Ma-request please, paano natin ito na? Hindi pa po, sige ka po yung mga proceed ng mga pitakan. Copy din sa mga. Ayan. Maano kita, indicate ko siya non-eligible, tapos may siya, may nakata siya, tapos napaan na ko. Napaan na ko na kasi nakata siya. Hindi mo nakita. Dito yung financial niya. Wala pong nag-attach na PDF certificate of installation. Sabi niyo po sa Department of Development. Napang bago kita mag-usap ng financial. Kasi mag-upgrade parati ang CWA. Sa lahat ng pinipili ko. Marisos ko po ang aking bahay. Tapos yun, patuloy na buksan. Tapos dito yung mga award na hindi sa play pa na lima pa na.
Oo, sa mga paano ka lang. Nawa na yun. Ano yun kasi letter for
Yung mga letter for tapos pag nag-iwas kasi yung WA na eligible na siya, tsaka talaga yung open to. Siya. Ano ba? Sa CWA ba, dapat ang updated talagang mayor's contract na parang field job certificate na updated na rin. Yung ano ko kasi kung hindi man, i-try ka lang doon. Kung magdamot-damot doon ang better ni central na daycare day, hindi ka makakita. Magkakita ka sa pumunta. Ngunyan, dito mo malik lang ni eligible kasi may COVID si CCWA. Kaya hindi kaya talaga eligible na kung sort mo. Tapos ma-request kita kaya sa akin details. Pero kasi ano sa Department of Data, CCWA pa rin ang mag-apply. Kung sinabi CWA na eligible kasi expired ang mayor's student, hindi kaya kasi kasi eligible, diba? Tama ko. Ako po niya, ako.
or sa post-call na yung globally. Dapat yan, hindi ko mga bakas kita.
Dapat ang mga ito. Ganyan, pag-isasyonan ka. Pero so ano na ito? Sa lowest na lang.
Ito.
Ang punto ko lang. Pero good siguro. Ano yung INFRA? Marami kasi daw. Kita ka ito na desisyon kung eligible o eligible. digdi, itong ni partner order pa kayo na dapat CWA.
Hindi naman, ang CWA, parang inan lang yan sa partner ka, para lang mapadali ang pag-ano sa eligibility. Pero dahil man nakasin ang ma-produce talaga.
Kita, nasa decision tayo. Ano kaya ang department? Anong department ko dito ba?
Kasi which is
Parang contradicting ang bagay yan sa RA.
kung dili siya invoice, kailangan makugay, hindi naka-invoice yun. Tapos kung dili siya invoice, intiro ng documents yun, para makakompute dito sa
and information from the submitted data documents. The doc shall manually evaluate the reader's eligibility for the applicant submitted documents without interrupting the bidding process. If found to have passed the preliminary examination and eligibility evaluation, the doc shall open the reader's second envelope. The doc shall also declare that upon approval of the request to unlock the subject contract ID in the CWA, the bidder will be subjected to electronic eligibility reprocessing. Its results shall prevail over the manual eligibility evaluation. So, pwede mo po siya mag-set of the law, pero hindi pa siya magiging totally hanggang hindi mo pa siya
Tapos mag-ask siya
So,
lucky.
164 years of 2020.
So, in the case, yung ano siya.
Kung siya yung law,
Yung basta pa rin.
mas kita regardless kung ano.
Kasi sa evaluation.
Pinagalit yung mag-aaral.
Yes po. If found to have passed, the doc shall open the reader's second envelope. Manual evaluation of the
Yung iba pa nila.
Ma-manual kita, since ikaw ang naka-attach, ma-declare, ma-motion na kanya na eligible na wala rin siya. Pero ma-process mo nag kita kang unlocking. Kung anong result kang unlocking, yung maglalagay dito. Just in case na yung magana, tapos hindi accept itong mayor's permit na sa CWA. Pwede kita yung disqualify sa POSPA. Tapos masunod kita duman sa masunod na video. Nahuli na kita duman. Mr. Chair, upon careful evaluation po, may naka-attach pong updated na mayor's permit. Si sa Marina Construction, valid until December 31, 2026, issued by the Municipality of Daraga. Mr. Chair, I move to declare all four bidders as eligible and compliant.
Okay, with the concurrence of all back members present and after reviewing all the bids submitted for contract ID number 25 FL0127, I hereby declare that all bidders have passed the eligibility and technical requirements. We will now proceed to the opening of the financial proposal.
Mr. Chair, financial proposal, Kaila Construction and Supply. Bid form, summary prices, bill of quantities, Detailed estimate. Summary of unit prices, cash flow, bid amount, original na bid amount. 21,139,626 pesos and 96 centavos. Only less 1.6% from the original bid amount.
What's that?
1.6. Tangent construction. Bid form. Bill of quantities. Detailed estimate. Summary bid prices. Summary of bid prices. Cash flow. Bid amount. Original niyang bid amount. 21,590,724 pesos and 21 centavos. Only less 10% from the bid amount. 10%. Next, Samarina Construction. Bid form. Bill of quantities. Detailed estimate. Summary bid prices. Summary bid prices. Cash flow with amount. Samarina. 21,614,548 pesos and 58 centavos. Only none, wala pong discount na offer. Montopar Builders Corporation. Bid form. Summary bid prices. Bill of quantities. Detailed estimate. Summary of unit prices. Cash flow with amount. Original niyang bid amount. 21,817,878 pesos only, less 4.4% from the bid amount.
What happened?
Long discussion.
Sign the proposal.
Mr. Chair, we will finish up with the schedule for today.
Okay, reminders. All submitted documents will undergo bid evaluation. The hope reserves the right to reject any and all bids. Declare a failure of bidding on untoward account appropriations under Section 7B of the IRR of the Public Act 12009 of the New Government Procurement Act. Under Section 61.1, members of the BAC, staff, and personnel, secretariat, and DPWH as well as observers are prohibited from making or accepting any communication with any bidder regarding the evaluation of their bids until the issuance of the notice of award. However, the BAC through Secretariat may ask the bidder in writing for clarification of his bid. All responses to requests shall be in writing. Meron po bang tanong?
Mr. Chair.
We have no more matters to discuss. This bid of